Spokesperson for the federal government, I can say without mincing words that the decision by the British government to put Nigeria on the red list just because of less than 2,000 cases of Omicron, which by the way did not originate in Nigeria, is unjust, unfair, punitive, indefensible, and discriminatory. The decision is also not driven by science or common sense. How do you slam this kind of discriminatory action on a country of 200 million people just because of less than 2,000 cases? More importantly, whereas British citizens and residents are allowed to come in from Nigeria to Britain, non-residents from the same country are banned. The two groups are coming from the same country, but being subjected to different conditions. Why won't Britain allow people in both categories to come in and be subjected to the same conditions of testing and quarantine? This is why this decision to ban travelers from Nigeria who are neither citizens nor residents is grossly discriminatory and punitive. Gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to highlight the fact that travel ban, the type that has been slammed on some African countries, is a knee-jerk reaction that can only be detrimental to our quest to most conclusively tackle the pandemic. Instead of these reflex responses that are driven by fear and prejudice rather than science, why can't the world take a serious look at the issue of access to vaccine and ensure that it is based on the principles grounded in the right of every human being to enjoy the highest attainable standard of health without discrimination on the basis of race, religion, political belief, economic or any other social condition. Many developed countries have used the advantage of their enormous resources or relationship to sign agreements with manufacturers to supply their countries with the vaccines ahead of making them available for use by other countries. Even before the clinical trials were completed, millions of doses of the most promising vaccines have been bought by Britain, US, Japan, and the EU. Some of these countries bought doses 5 times the size of their population, while others, mostly in Africa, have little or no access to vaccines. This is the real issue to address instead of choosing the easy path of travel bans. The truth of the matter, gentlemen, is that if the pandemic is killing and they think it should kill, it's not a matter of underreporting. We all have relations. We have neighbors. When people die, it's conclusive. I do not think that these predictions have been supported by science or reality at all. So it has nothing to do with trust. I think to me there's nothing to say about it that that is just pure prejudice and it's pure discrimination. For instance, why would I, if me and somebody who is a Nigerian but carries a British passport, we are both in Nigeria, and you say that fellow can enter Britain, he is as risky in quote as I am. So is it that paper, that passport, that has now reduced his own risk? That doesn't make sense. If my cousin, who has a British passport, comes to see me and he stays in my house, he's going back.
He has British blood.
You say he can come in, but me,
I can't.
I cannot go. I don't. And it's not as if when he goes, he's going to be quarantined. Why can't they quarantine me if I go to?
It's a special breed.
And it's not as if the government is paying for his own quarantine. He's paying. So why can't I pay? Doesn't make sense.
Honorable Minister,